God, I'm so tired of social distancing and quarantining. Oh, you didn't hear? Everything's pretty much open now. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I go out all the time and nobody really wears masks anymore. Oh, what? Yeah, there's actually a grand opening for a new sushi restaurant that I really want to go to. Do you want to go? I hear there's over 100 people that are gonna attend. Ugh, rain check? Oh yeah, sure, that's fine. But hey, we should start traveling more often. You know, you don't have to wear masks on the plane anymore. Isn't that so exciting? I feel like, everything's opening up now. We don't have anything to worry about whatsoever.
マトカが参ります。ご注意ください。
Yeah, it's weird. I think there's a good chunk of people who are like, finally, and are so happy to shed their masks off. But there's another chunk of people who are pretty hesitant because there's still a virus on the loose. And I don't blame them. I can dine in relatively comfortable, but I wouldn't even think about getting on a plane right now. I already hated smelling everyone's farts and bacteria breath even before there was a pandemic to worry about. But with the world spinning again and having a convoluted sense of normalcy and safety, I realized two things. Number one, there are some things about the pandemic that I don't want to change. And number two, I feel super behind in life. Let's start with the first one. I'm super happy that regulations have relaxed, but it seems like they were more just thrown out the window in an attempt to simulate a Hunger Games situation where your health is on the line. Instead of running away from an attack squad of killer bees, instead I'm running across the street to avoid the people coming at me on the sidewalk in an attempt to social distance, which doesn't even exist anymore. Even when I line up to get into a store or to get into a restaurant per se, I can feel the breath behind me like a dementor trying to suck on the back of my neck. And that's completely unnecessary. Thank you, sir. I think this is the time about relearning what we used to do as a society, and some people are better at adapting than others. With work from home slowly turning back into office life because employers don't trust their employees to do their jobs at home because they can't monitor them, it seems like we're almost taking a step back from the few things that benefited us during the pandemic. But the way the pandemic mindset is affecting me is through where I am versus where I want to be in life. It feels like years were stolen from me because the idea of waiting it out for the first year and a half really stunted my growth, and it also limited what I felt I was able to do. I feel like I'm still sheltering in place as the idea of a second wave is pretty prominent, while my peers have achieved great things and have moved on with their lives. And it's hard not to compare yourself to all your peers who have done so well in the pandemic because you think, well shit, did we both go through the same incident? I was sure there was a worldwide catastrophe that made it impossible to do almost anything, and yet they are so much farther ahead of me. Did I waste my pandemic years? But what was I even supposed to do? I'm spiraling. Well, maybe you guys can relate. And even if you don't, leave a comment to let me know what you're struggling with. Right then, let's talk about what I'm trying to do in order to move on from the pandemic mindset and basically start my life over. Because I feel like everyone talks about their achievements once they've done them. No one really talks about the process that they have to go through or even makes a video like this while they're still in the process of getting something together. And I don't have any achievements to actually talk about, so let's just talk about the processes that I'm going through. So here's what I'm trying to do. Number one, work. One thing I've learned about my working style over the years is I don't like doing just one job. So one of my goals this year is to diversify my work. I found passion in making videos and being creative, but I think there's so much more that I can offer to other businesses. So I'm pushing more into freelance work as well as wanting to work with small businesses on a contract basis. And hopefully I'll find success in this, as well as stabilize my income. Number two, leave. Sorry not sorry, but I hate it here in the Bay Area, no cap. I can easily make this into a whole nother video, but to summarize, I feel like everyone eventually ends up finding the place that they live in for a long time either boring or just a little dull. And no matter how hard I try, I feel like the Bay Area just continues to disappoint me. So at the very least, I need a change of pace. Japan? Not yet. But I am open to traveling the world if I get a chance to. And number three, socialize. The pandemic left me with a close circle of friends and a lack of social skills. And I am very grateful for the friends that I was able to keep during the pandemic because, yeah, it was a little hard trying to communicate just in general with all that shit going on. But as things open up again, I'm trying to redevelop my human emotions. Basically, I just want to meet people again and make new connections, which was equally hard pre-pandemic, but seemingly it's even worse now. Like, how do you meet people nowadays? I mean, besides Tinder. I'm kind of hoping that the pandemic mindset is something relatable, something that you guys might be going through as well. Otherwise, I'm the only one that's actually going through it, and that kind of sucks. But it also kind of makes me feel special because, hey, I'm unique. But because I am trying to ditch this pandemic mindset and try to surround myself with new people as well as take on new projects and work, I will be making a lot of progress videos on my channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe. Also turn on that notification bell and like all the videos on my channel because it really supports me. And it makes me want to make new videos, which is the most important part, right? Make sure to leave a comment and let me know some of the hardest things that you've been trying to overcome as we navigate through this pseudo post-pandemic era. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.